Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this Kailani summer crochet top. As you can see, it looks really beautiful and I think it looks really wonderful. You can wear it outside or when you're going to the beach or wherever you want. So let's get on with it. Okay, so for the supplies you'll need a 4mm crochet hook, then you'll need a darning needle, then a pair of scissors, and you'll need a few stitch markers if you want to keep count. And you'll also need some yarn. I'm using this milk cotton yarn, which is also multicolored, kind of like a tangled color scheme. And I also have purple colored yarn for the bottom part. This one is acrylic, but you can use any color yarn you like and also any type. Okay, so let's get on with it. First I'm going to make a slip knot. And to do that, I'm going to take my milk cotton yarn, and I'm going to loop it around my pinky and over my index. Okay, and then I'm going to take my crochet hook, 4mm one, and then I'll pull and twist the yarn. And then I'll put my index finger on that loop, and then I yarn over using my middle finger and thumb finger. I'm going to make a small gap for that loop, just enough so the hook can pass through. I'm going to pull that loop through like that, and I'm going to pull on the tail end to tighten it. Okay, so that's all for a slip knot. So now I'm going to chain. Okay, so yarn over and you pull through the loop on our hook. Okay, again yarn over, wrap the hook around the yarn and pull. Okay, that is all to chain. Okay, so these V's over here, as you can see, these are our chain stitches. That's one, and it's two. See, it's one, and it's two, and it's three. Okay, those are our V's. Okay, so we're gonna just chain until we have enough for our bust circumference. Okay, wrap it around our bust. Okay. Okay, so now I'm done making 117 chains for my bust. You can chain and you can check it around your bust. You can just wrap it around and check if that's what you need. Okay, and now I'm gonna connect the chain. Okay, so first I'm gonna make sure that the chain is not twisted. We want the V's to face upwards. Okay, it's important, really important that the chains are not twisted, because when you're working your stitches into those chains, you can't connect the circle because it would be twisted then. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure it's not twisted. Okay, so that is our end, and it's not twisted right there. Okay, like that. Now we're gonna slip stitch into the back bump, that back bump over there. I'm gonna slip stitch right in there. So I will show you. So for every chain we have a front loop and a back loop, and we also have a back bump. Okay, so this back bump is where we're gonna go into and slip stitch. So we're gonna take our crochet hook and go behind our chain into that back bump. It'll be a little tight, but yeah, there we go. Okay, so as you can see in the front, we have our front loop and back loop. Okay, and we have gone into the back bump. So now what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and pull out, and then we're going to pull through the loop on our hook. Pull the first one through the second one. Okay, that is all. That is known as a slip stitch. Okay, now our chain is connected. So now what we're going to do is we are going to work our stitches into these chains. Okay, so we're going to first chain 2 for the height of our stitch, which is going to be a double crochet. Okay, so now we are going to work into the back bumps only. okay, not the V's. These back bumps right there, okay, right there. Okay, so now we are going to yarn over and insert our hook into the first back bump, the one where we just slip stitched into. Go right in there. It's gonna be a little hard. You're just gonna squeeze your hook in, okay, and then you're going to yarn over and pull out. And we have 3 loops on our hook, so yarn over and you pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the next 2. That is known as a double crochet. So now for each double crochet, we'll have 2 loops at the top and 2 loops at the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our hook and go into the 2 loops at the bottom, okay, and then we're going to yarn over and pull out. So now we have 2 loops on our hook. And then we're going to go into the next back bump. Okay, once you go into the next back bump, we are going to yarn over, pull out. And then we have 3 loops this time. Again, we yarn over and we pull through the first 2, and we yarn over and pull through the next 2. Okay, so that is a connected double crochet. Okay, and again we have 2 top loops and 2 bottom loops. So we go into the 2 bottom loops, yarn over, pull out, and we go into the next back bump, go in there, and we yarn over, pull out, and pull through the first 2 loops and pull through the next 2 loops. Again, we do connected double crochets throughout the entire row, okay, throughout the whole row. Okay, so now I have 117 connected double crochets, as you can see, and we're just going to repeat the same thing again, but this time we don't have back bumps. First, I want to show you that this pattern over here is the right side, and pattern on the inside, that is the wrong side. Okay, so you want to note that, right side and wrong side. Okay, so now we're just going to chain 2 again to give the height for our double crochet. Make a normal double crochet at the start of every round. So we yarn over and we go into a stitch this time. It's going to be a V shape, as you can see right here. Okay, so we're going to yarn over and go into that V shape, yarn over, pull out, and we yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops. Again, we have 2 bottom 2 loops. We go into those 2 bottom 2 loops, yarn over, pull out, go into the next V, and we yarn over, pull out. Okay, and then we yarn over, pull through the first 2, and yarn over, pull through the next 2. Okay, so that is 1 connected double crochet. Okay, again, we just repeat that once more. Okay, that is what we're gonna do. Okay, so now for your bust, depending on your bust size, you need to make increases or decreases. Okay, so I will show you how to make them. So an increase is basically 2 stitches in 1 V, okay? So that is done to increase the length. So we're gonna go into the bottom 2 loops of our previous double crochet, and into the next V we're gonna make 1 connected double crochet. Okay, again we go into the bottom 2 loops, but this time instead of going into a new V, we're gonna go back into that same V. Okay, right back in there, because this helps make more stitches in 1 V, which increases the length. Okay, so that is an increase, 2 double crochets or whatever stitch you're making into 1. Now I'll show you how to make a decrease. We're gonna go into the front loop. Okay, so these are the front loops over here. So once you've yarned over, we are going to go into the front loops of 2 stitches. Okay, and yarn over and pull through those 2 front loops, and then we do a normal double crochet, which is pulling through 2 loops. Okay, this combines 2 stitches into 1. Again, we yarn over and we go into the 2 front loops of 2 stitches and make a normal double crochet. Okay, so this is a decrease. Okay, so now you're gonna use a decrease to make it smaller and an increase to make it bigger, and you're gonna continue this till the length of your bust. Okay, so now I'm done with my final double crochet round, and I'm going to slip stitch in the very first stitch. Okay, so now for a neat border, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain one. I'm going to chain one this time, and I'm going to go into the first V, yarn over, pull out, and then we have 2 loops, and we pull through those 2 loops. Okay, that is known as a single crochet. We go into the V, yarn over, pull out, and pull through the 2 loops. Okay, again we repeat this, and this is a single crochet. I'm going to do this all around. Okay, so now I'm done with my single crochet row, and I slip stitch into the very first single crochet V right there, yarn over, pull out, and pull through the loop on my hook. Now I chain one, and I'm going to fasten off. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut the yarn, and I'm going to pull my hook through. Okay, and that is all for our top part, our bust part. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make the stitches. Okay, so this is our top side where we did our single crochet, and we're going to work into the bottom side for our new stitch, our mesh stitch. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work in the opposite way right here. Okay, so I'm going to take my purple color yarn, and I'm going to make a slip knot. Okay, pull, twist, and yarn over, pull through that loop, and tighten it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this space over here, right there, and then I'm going to yarn over, pull out, and pull through the loop on my hook. Okay, and then I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to make a single crochet into the V's you see there. So these are actually our front loops and back loops of our chains, because we worked into the back bumps. Okay, so we're going to go into those V shape. It's going to be a little tight, so you're going to have to squeeze your hook in there. Okay, so then we yarn over, pull out, and then we yarn over and pull through the 2 loops on our hook. Now we're going to do a stitch known as the Solomon's knot or the lover's knot. So we pull our hook a bit upwards to make a small gap, and we make a very loose chain. It's like a very, very loose chain. Again, I'll show you. Make a very loose chain, and while we're making it, we have a loop over here. Okay, so once we've made that very loose chain, we go into that loop, then we yarn over and pull out of that loop. Okay, and then we yarn over and pull through those 2 loops and make a single crochet on top of that very loose chain. And this is one lover's knot. Okay, you can also refer to it as a Solomon's knot. Again, we pull our yarn upwards, our loop upwards, and then we make a very loose chain, and we go into that loop over there. Okay, and then we yarn over, pull out of that loop, and then yarn over and pull through the 2 loops and make a single crochet. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to skip 2 stitches over here. As you can see, we're going to skip those 2 stitches right there. We're going to skip the first V, and then we're going to skip the second V, and we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd V. Okay, so you're going to take your crochet hook, skip 2 V's, go into the 3rd V over there, right there. It's going to be a little tight, so you're just going to squeeze your hook in. Okay, and then we yarn over. Okay, and then we yarn over, pull out, and then we pull through the loop on our hook. The first one through the second one, like so. Okay, as you can see, we've made a small bump kind of thing. Okay, so again, we pull our loop upwards, and then we make a very loose chain, and then we go through that loop over there, the one where we kept our finger, and yarn over, pull out, and pull through the 2 loops to make a single crochet. Okay, again, pull our loop upwards, make a loose chain, go into that loop and make a single crochet. Okay, again, we're going to skip 2 stitches and we're going to work into the 3rd V. Skip that and we skip that, we work into that one. Okay, so this is our pattern. We make 2 lovers knot and we skip 2 stitches and we slip stitch into the 3rd stitch. Okay, so we pull through the loop on our hook. Okay, and we're going to repeat this pattern so we'll have a lot of bumpy stuff. Okay, so now I'm done, and depending on the number of chains you've made, you'll have a few remainder stitches left. So I have 4 stitches left over here, as you can see, and I'm just going to slip stitch into the last stitch. Okay, you're going to go in, you're going to pull out, pull through the loop on our hook. Okay, so that is my final bump. Okay, so now we're going to make 3 lovers knot at the start. Okay, this is because we're making a new round. So we need like an extra height. Okay, like instead of making a chain 1 or a chain 2, we're making an extra lovers knot. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to continue the same pattern again, and we're going to make 3 at the start of every round. So as you can see, on top of the bump over here we have our single crochet we made. This is the single crochet of our first lover's knot. Okay, so we go into that V. It's going to be a little tricky. So we go into that V and then we yarn over and pull out of that V, and then we pull through the loop on our hook and make a slip stitch. Okay, so now we're going to continue our normal pattern and make 2 lovers knots. Okay, make 2 lovers knots and we slip stitch onto the bump. Okay, we slip stitch onto the top of our first lover's knot right there. So this V over here. Okay, so we're going to take our hook, go in there, and yarn over, pull out, and pull through the loop on our hook. Okay, and we're just going to continue this pattern, but remember, we need 3 lovers knot at the start of our round because we need an extra height so we can continue it. Okay? And as you can see, we are getting these mesh stitch kind of things. Okay, and we're going to continue it till we have enough length. Okay, so I just wanted to show you something over here. As you can see, once we're done with our 2 lovers knot, we are not going to slip stitch into this point over here. Okay, some people get mistaken and they slip stitch into that point over there, but we are going to slip stitch into this bump over here. Okay, right here and not here. Okay, not there. Okay, so now I'm done with my final Solomon's knot. So I'm just going to make 2 more of the lover's knot, and then I've placed my stitch marker here. So I'll show you. So we made 3 lover's knot at the start, so we have 2 single crochets. Okay, we have 1, 2, and we're going to slip stitch into the first one, the first single crochet, not the second one. Okay, so I placed a stitch marker there. Okay, so we're going to go into that first single crochet and then we make a slip knot. Okay, remember that, and then we're just going to continue our pattern. Okay, so now I'm done with my lover's knot, and as you can see, it creates a lovely pattern. Okay, so now this step is a totally unnecessary step, completely unnecessary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a border around my lover's knot. Okay, as you can see, I think it looks kind of, you know, flimsy like that. I'm going to make a border. So for the border, I'm going to chain one. Yeah, chain one. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the single crochets made. So this single crochet, the one we just slip stitched into to end our round, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make 4 single crochets. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Okay, it's 3, and we're going to make 1 more. So we have 4 single crochets. Okay, so that's 4. And now we're going to go into the top of our next stitch. We're not going to work in there, but the bump, like when we have a hole over here like this, we have a single crochet on the top right there, and we're going to work into that one. Okay, so again, work into that V right over here. Okay, so we go in there and we make 4 single crochets. That's 1, that's 2, and then 3 and 4. Okay, so we're just gonna continue this again onto the top single crochet over there, not the one we slip stitched into previously. Okay, so now I'm done, and I'm going to show you how to cinch the center of the bust. Okay, so first you want to check the center of your bust. Okay, I'm just going to eyeball it, but you can measure it or count the stitches and do it. Then I'm going to thread my darning needle with some extra yarn I've got from the milk cotton yarn, and then I'm going to go in and out of my center, like of the bust center. Okay, and it's totally up to you when you want to go in and when you want to go out. Okay, if you want larger wrinkles, you can go in and out after a few rounds. If you want shorter wrinkles, you can go in and out with shorter lengths. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just gonna go in and out like that. Almost done. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm gonna go in. As you can see, I'm gonna go in there. Okay, and I'm gonna come out from the inside like that. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a knot. So I went in and out. Now we're gonna make a knot on the inside. So we make 1 knot, and then we gently pull on our top to make the wrinkles. As you can see, it's wrinkling up like that. So that's how it's gonna look. Now once you like how your top is wrinkled, you can play around with it a little bit, and once you like it, you're going to double knot it. Okay, and make it extra secure. And then the excess yarn you've got, you're going to wrap it around your wrinkle. Okay, so it looks neat. Okay, then you can weave it in. Now I'll make the straps. Okay, so for the straps, I've already put my stitch marker. You can wear your top and see where you like your strap to come. And I'm not making a halter neck because I prefer normal straps. Okay, so I'm going to make a slip knot, and I'm going to slip stitch into the V where I've put my stitch marker. Okay, so I slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 2. So chain 1 and chain 2. Okay, so like I've told you before, every chain stitch has a front loop, a back loop, and a back bump over there. Okay, I don't know if it's visible because of the light yarn, but yeah, so it's front loop, back loop, and back bump. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the back loop and the back bump. So the back loop and back bump together, we're gonna just leave out the front loop. Then we yarn over and pull out of both those loops, and we have 2 loops on our hook. So we yarn over and pull through just 1 loop, and then we yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so now since we pulled through 1 loop first, we have made a small V over there. As you can see, that is a V. Okay, and then we're going to go into that V, and then we're going to yarn over, pull out. We have 2 loops. So we yarn over and pull through just 1 loop, and that makes a V over there. That makes a V over there, as you can see. And then we're going to pull through 2 loops. Okay, right there. And then we're going to go into that V again. Go into that V. Then we yarn over, pull out. Then yarn over and pull through just 1 loop. And it creates a V. Okay, right there. Or right there, as you can see. And then you're going to pull through 2 loops. And this is known as a foundation single crochet. Okay, so this is known as a foundation single crochet because you're just skipping the chains and directly making single crochets. So now over here, as you can see, it looks a little uneven. Okay, it looks a little uneven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect part of the strap to my top piece. Okay, I'm going to thread my darning needle through, and then I'm going to go through that V over there on the side. Go through that V over there, and then I'm going to go through the stitch right next to the one where we slip stitched. Okay, go to the V right next to the one where we just slip stitched. Okay, and then we pull and tighten it. Okay, and then we're going to go through that V again on the strap. Then you pull through. Then you go through that V again and we pull through, but this time we're going to leave a loop over there. We're going to take our darning needle and go through that loop. Okay, this helps to make a knot. And you're going to pull that knot and make it nice and tight. Okay, then again we're going to go through the V on the strap and the V on our top piece. Then we go through the loop and make a knot. As you can see, it's nice and secure. Now it doesn't look too uneven. And you can just weave in the ends of your strap. Okay, and you're going to continue the height of the strap until you want your desired shoulder length. Okay, so now I'm done crocheting all my foundation single crochets. I'm going to slip stitch into the place where I put my other stitch marker. Okay, but before that I'm going to make a single crochet. Okay, and then I make a slip stitch. This gives it even edge. Okay, and then we chain 1, and then I'm going to take my scissors and just cut it off. And then pull the yarn through. Okay, and as you can see on the back, it's going to be nice and secure. Okay, just remove the stitch marker. And if you feel like it's uneven, you can just repeat the same steps I did at the start of our strap to make it look even. Okay? Okay, so now I have posted the tangled flower crochet in another tutorial. I didn't have enough time to film it here. So now I'm going to show you how to attach the flower. Okay? I put the link to that video in my description so you can check it out. So I'm just going to go through the loop. We wrapped around. Remember I told you to wrap the excess yarn around. So I'm going to go through those loops over there. Okay. And I'm going to go through it once more from the same side again. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it nice and tight. Okay, make sure it's nice and tight. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna go inside to the inside of our top. pull it really tight, and then I'm gonna go inside of the top like that. It'll be a little tricky because it's kind of thick, but yeah, you're just gonna squeeze through. I'm gonna go in. Okay, so as you can see, your flower looks nice and secure. So now we want to secure it completely. So I'm gonna go in from one side like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in again. Go in again. And this time I'm not gonna go in completely. I'm gonna leave a loop. And I'm gonna take my needle through that loop. And I'm gonna make a knot. Okay, and if you wanna be extra secure, you can make that knot again. Go in, but not entirely. Just leave a small loop. Just leave a small loop and go into that loop over there. And make a knot. Okay, and then you can just weave in the excess end. Just conceal it. Okay, so if you want to make it more secure, you can weave it in a bit more. Okay, just make sure the yarn doesn't show on both sides. Okay, so now as you can see, our flower is securely attached. Okay, and I'm just going to weave in the rest of the ends over here. You can see the rest of the ends over there. I'm just going to weave it in. Okay guys, so now I'm done weaving in all of my ends. As you can see, this is our finished Kailani summer crochet top. Okay, so as you can see, this is the back side. Looks really neat. And this is our lover's knot stitch. Okay, so if you like this video and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. So, bye guys! If you like this video, try checking these two out. I'm pretty sure you'll like them too.